Okay, everybody, here we are. First of 3 videos we're going to have to be recording because there's just so much. And I don't want to do a 60-minute video. I'll just break it down into hopefully 3 10-minute videos. Well, okay, 2 10-minute videos and probably one that's considerably longer. Hey, what a great day it's been today. The announcement of certain things. Final Fantasy fans rejoice. We know when we get to play the next mainline entry to Final Fantasy. It's shown off party members, so now everyone can be quiet about that. And yeah, a bunch of other stuff too. I'll probably do a little bit of a video talking about that. And some of the Game Awards stuff that was pretty cool. And yeah, because, you know, it's fun. But anyway, today was JP's update with the brand new Final Fantasy VII event. The Intergrade event, so we're going to be talking a little bit about that in a second here. But first, wouldn't it be cool if we just hit this button and... Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. We actually just did a ton of farming, as a matter of fact, for the event I was just talking about. Isn't that cool? Look at this. We're going to have to sit through this animation for a little bit, at least. Oh, we're up to 50,000 points already. All right, awesome. 704 boss tickets. Yippee. All right, so anyway, what's new in the latest update for Wotv on JP? Slight correction. That was my mistake yesterday, and it's totally my fault. Was something to do with one of the banners, which was... this one, wait, there's just way too many banners right now. This one on JP, it's actually 2,000 regular lapis, and it only gives 1 UR in a temple. You can do it twice. It does give a UR horn, and if you consider the fact that the UR horns were about 3,000 lapis in the shop before, it's nice that this is at least a better value deal. What's kind of cool, too, is, hey, even new cards, such as Dark Ifrit, although your odds of getting it, I think, are incredibly bad, it's at least something for people who are looking for another alternative. As for Final Fantasy 1 stuff, yeah, the Final Fantasy 1 will be getting its own shard banners, which at this point, I mean, even if you didn't get the card, I mean, maybe by now you probably have enough resources to max out that vision card with the death machine on it. I think it's the death machine. It's been a while since I've thought about this. I do think it's the death machine, or maybe I'm just confusing myself. But anyway, yeah, the Final Fantasy 1 event will come back with some shard getters, so that's probably good for some people. Actually, it just is good for some people. And of course, by doing this, we have to sit through a little bit of a long animation. The Final Fantasy 1 data is up on Wotv Calc. We will be doing a video about Warrior of Light relatively soon. I say relatively because I haven't recorded it yet, so I'm not sure exactly how that will go. Final Fantasy 1 shop, however, is available with the the paid lapis chances and everything. Here we got Warrior of Light stuff. We got all of this. We also have some anniversary shops, which this time around, giving some stamina potions, a rainbow rock, sure, why not, and a chance, as I was saying earlier, this was the deal that you get for 3,000 regular lapis. I do think that it's quite not so good, just because, you know, like, so yeah, maybe some people will be interested in that. Maybe some people will be interested in Warrior of Light, but there you go. All right, we're going to move through and talk about some of the new pieces of equipment and get that out of the way, just because it is relatively easy to do. So, the return of this event has also brought some pieces of equipment back. With brand new 6-star versions. First off, Warrior of Light's armor, which increases magic resistance still by 8%, but also gives dark resistance of up by 7%. It is an SSR armor, so I don't think I was considering too much from it. It also gives either 17 defense or spirit now, so overall the armor has been improved. It is a bit of a stat stick, but you know what? Stats turns out not bad for especially tank characters, which, well, you know, we'll talk a little bit more about that later. Next up is Warrior of Light's Sword, which I don't even know if I have one loaded around here. This actually might be it. Yeah, I think it is. How about that? Looks like I still need to do a bit of farming to be able to get my first one, and probably I want to farm too. But anyway, 6-star version will now give a light attack up by 30%. It will also give increase of slash attack by 15 and slash attack resistance penetration of 10. It's overall a really nice sword with no conditional clause to it. Has a physical version, a magical version, and a aim version. So 3 good versions for it. Pretty happy with that way that piece of equipment has turned out. And last is the Shinra bangle, which has been around for a while. And if we just go up here, look at that. I can even make one if I really wanted to right now. Not quite yet. All right. So before, this thing was giving a increase of critical damage as well as defense penetration. Defense penetration has not changed. It's still 10. Critical damage is now up to 20. And an increase in critical rate of 10% as well. So a fine upgrade. I don't think it's anything too incredible, but if you already have one and you're looking for those kind of boosts, yeah, it's probably good enough to require, or, you know, mandate a little bit of attempt for it. Now, moving on to the box event, let's talk first of all about Yuffie's piece of equipment. And I'm going to be really charitable when I say that this thing is good, because I actually think that this might not be that good. So it has 3 versions: Vitality, Dodge, and Shield. Shield gives 18 defense, Dodge gives 21 evade, and Vitality gives 541 HP for the best stats, of course, of them. As for the critical evade, all of the armor has 15 across the board. This can be equipped by basically everyone, and anyone who equips this will get a 30% AP, acquired AP increase, as well as a critical evasion of 20. So basically 45 critical evasion. So pretty good amount of getting around a critical attack. For Yuffie and Sephiroth, it gives a total increase of 5% elemental resistance across the board, as well as AoE resistance of 10 for Self. Honestly, I think this piece of equipment is really mediocre. Like, just really, really, really mediocre. I mean, it's an armor, which means that you can't equip certain other things, like black garb was already pretty good on JP, and we were pretty happy with it for a piece of evasion. Yes, it does have a lot of critical evasion, but I'm not thinking too positively on this at the moment. Like, I feel like other pieces of equipment are probably better because you already have them farmed. I might change my mind about this, and I definitely will farm it anyway, because what else is there to do? But I'm not super crazy about this piece of equipment, either for Sephiroth or for Yuffie. It's fine. I mean, gives them some nice boosts and everything. But I don't know. It feels probably too on the lenient light side and not quite good enough for me to be like, wow, you need to farm like 7 of these, because that's the only way you're going to keep playing the game. And I mean, reduction in farming that you need to do, it's fine. It's just kind of, you know, it's this problem of, like, is it exciting or is it kind of what, blah? And this feels, I don't know, more on the blah side. Speaking of blah, let's talk about the event itself. Not too terribly much. Sephiroth is the actual boss for this event, so you will either have to fight him on hard or on normal. Nothing really too shocking there, as it should be pretty much expected at this point. As for the challenges and missions, there's also Scarlet in number 5. which is, you know, plenty good. As for the rewards, though, this time around, considering that we've gotten the new reincarnation system, I was hoping that we would see something in here for UR horns, or, you know, like something for the reincarnation system. And just looking like all across here, the boxes actually have nothing in it, which is really disappointing. Like super disappointed here in the fact that the box contents have not been improved, because honestly, like, it would be nice if the box contents had been improved at all, just because it doesn't feel like super great at this point. But yeah, also taking a look in here at what maybe has changed. Wait, where's the reward tab? You can see the rewards for going up here are pretty, you know, fine sort of thing. Same with all of this, not too terribly much that is really all that exciting. Even for, you know, doing this, it's not feeling all that amazing for the amount of farm that you need to be competitive here. But hey, I guess it's another event to play around with. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm not overly impressed with this box event for it coming late. It's a piece of equipment feeling, you know, fine, but not the most exciting thing. And yeah, the only other thing is that the Warrior of Light quests have returned. Not refreshed, of course, so if you already beat them, you've already beat them. But hey, you can background and farm them now, so, you know, that's enough. And hey, look at me, I kind of got to do maybe a little bit better this time around, too. I guess we'll finish off with just talking about the vision card after we just take a quick peek in the shop. First, for Final Fantasy 1, as you can see, nothing really spectacular or amazing in these shops, which seems to be the going trend forward. Also here for the actual this, you can also get shimmer bangles if you're not super big on Yuffie's cloak. All right, and the last thing to talk about, I guess, for this video, as we want to keep it somewhat concise, is the vision card, which is just not loading quite yet. So the vision card ended up with 278 HP, 166 attack, 36 dexterity, and 3 agility. Now this vision card is for dagger base units, great sword base units, and mace units. And I guess there's some combinations in there. I still really haven't found anything that's like striking me as being that interesting in terms of this vision card. It's fine, but I'm not like over the moon. Unit effect is getting slash attack up by 10, AoE resistance by 5, and party effects include slash resistance of 24%, 40% attack increase, and 25 accuracy for maxing out the card. All fine stuff. Totally fine. Couldn't be finer even if I was in your diner. But I'm not excited about the job combination here, and I'm not incredibly excited about this. I mean, maybe there's some future mace units that are really going to get this, but this is a permanent vision card and a 70 cost one. So, you know, chances are still good that you'll eventually get this on a multiple later down the line. So, I don't know. I'm going to say pass on this from my perspective. Anyway, so that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we will come back with the Warrior of Light stuff soon enough.